excitement in the air for this game. It's part of the NBA Cup. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. They've got Duren, Josh Giddey out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Murray, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Boston, Darius Garland is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Walker, then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. Just a few games in the books thus far, Richard. As a player, how important is this part of the schedule?
It's crucial for a lot of guys. Right now, coaches are nailing down lineups and rotations. A strong start can set you up for the rest of the season.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Outside Walker for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Jones against Markkanen. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Garland scanning the floor. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Embiid a screen on Giddey. From deep, Bane. Cavaliers with a rebound. This game following their win against the Rockets.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. Keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
For 3, Maxey. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Giddey finds Maxey. Three-pointer. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Maxey.
Whew. Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Lets it go from deep. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 5 now.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Okay, that's a tough bucket. D on him as tight as possible, but you're not going to stop this guy from getting to the rim.
And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 8, Peyton Pritchard.
And the Celtics in possession here. Garland, the pass to Embiid. Off target from three-point range. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. For 3, Maxey. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Outside Garland. Pass to Embiid. Over Giddey. And the basket by Embiid. Embiid's got his second basket.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Here's Jones. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
Here's Pritchard. Garland for 3. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Here's Giddey. And he slams it in one-handed.
Thank you, Josh Giddey.
Stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Celtics trail by 3. Garland for 3. Doesn't go for him. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Buries it from 3.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Harris is checked in for Boston. Melton comes in for Garland. And Cleveland making a change here. 55 seconds left in the first. To halt the run, Richard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And if you want to know which players had the most success from distance last season, here they are. And you look at Pritchard. Boy, he's a sniper. 3rd best three-point shooter in the league.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Cleveland leading by 4. His shot is good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
For Boston, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Here's the 3. They get it back. Here's Embiid. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Embiid. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Pulls up. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And so it's Cleveland. They lead by 11 as the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
The Cavaliers lead by 11. So for Cleveland right now, they've got Shepherd, also Tyrese Maxey out there, Steven Adams out there with Williams, and it's Gay in at the 4-man spot. It's stolen by Maxey. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Fast hands by Maxey, snatching that ball and setting up the break.
Here's Pritchard. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Boston. Wesley, he's checked in for Cleveland. On defense, the Cavaliers. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Harris drives in, goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Driving in hard. Harris beats them with a little bit of speed and a little bit of intensity right there.
Wesley, the pass to Williams. Out left to the wing. For 3, Maxey. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
In the first quarter, he was raining down 3. That's not the case here in the second.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Harris kicks it out to Bain. Pass to Pritchard. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. Pritchard's got 5 points.
Not just a scorer, Bain is willing to set up others and does a very good job of it.
Here's Maxey. And that one drops for him.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for Boston. Outside Bain. The 3-ball. They grab their own miss. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Duren, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jones comes in for Wesley. Pass to Duren. Outside Jones. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. He's got 7.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
Outside Bain. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The shot's good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Cleveland leading by 9. Pass to Williams. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference. Josh Giddey.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Tobias Harris checked in for Boston. Darius Garland comes in for Pritchard. Keegan Murray's checked in for Cleveland. Josh Giddey comes in for Shepherd.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
From deep, Giddey. And Cleveland another 3.
Beautiful execution, getting it away quickly. Giddey just wasting no time.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Pritchard's got 7.
Assisted basket. Coaches just love those, so credit Harris for the pass.
And for Tobias Harris, his priority is to contribute to winning basketball.
And he's shown that through his willingness to play different roles. We've seen him as a spot-up shooter. We've also seen him as a go-to scorer. He does whatever it takes.
Markkanen outside. Back to Pritchard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Herb Jones picks one up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one misses. And Cleveland making a change here. Shepard's checked in.
I just gotta stop that nigga, man.
And he sinks the second.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Outside Murray. Outside Giddey. Pass to Jones. Back to Giddey. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Giddey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Here's Markkanen. Oh, the 7-footer, Lauri Markkanen.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Murray for 3. Keegan for 3.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Markkanen from long range. Knocks down the long J. Markkanen's got 5 now.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Lets it go from 14. And that one's good. Giddey.
Giddey continues to work on improving his offensive game, including his mid-range jumper.
Pass to Embiid. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Harris. Here's Pritchard to the right side. Embiid from outside. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Outside Jones. Outside Giddey.
3, 2, 1.
From outside the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line.
She's gonna miss anyway.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season. Thanks for tuning in.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
The Cavaliers lead by 14. Walker out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
And what balance from Giddey. Able to take the hit and still power through.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the night here. And so Garland will bring it up for the Celtics. from 10 feet away. And the basket is good. Garland's got 7.
I really like that shot from Garland. Teams will give up the mid-range these days, so look, why not shoot it and make it?
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Garland. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Payne surveying the D. Pass to Walker. Launches a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray finds Giddey. Now here's Murray. Here's Maxey. That's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Maxey's got 13.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
RJ, what are your thoughts on the new collective bargaining agreement?
I hate it. I think owners should be allowed to spend as much money as they want. I think it should be a spending contest. That's what I think should happen.
A shot from the mid-range. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Cavaliers lead by 19. Pass to Jones. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
It's his first trip to the line. Shepard, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jones hits them both. Now Garland. 12 points for him. Pass to Embiid. Up and in on the layup. He's got 6.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Jones, his shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Pass to Shepard. Outside Maxey. Here's Giddey. The 3 is up. To the left wing. Outside Maxey. Drops in the 3. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Payne. It's Markkanen on the wing. Outside Walker. There's the 3. Counted from distance. Walker's got 8.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Giddey. Count that bucket.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Outside Walker. 1:16 left in the third quarter here. And the shot is good by Garland.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Giddey against Bane. Here's Maxey. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 7th assist here tonight.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Giddey finds Maxey. Sweet little floater. Maxey's got 20.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside. Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Boston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Harris. Here's Pritchard. Jackson Davis a screen. And here's Harris outside. And that's not going to go. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Cleveland. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Boston has possession. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Williams, also Shepherd out there, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Cleveland on D. Markkanen finds Harris. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Here's Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot from the strike. Drained it for 2 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Maxey. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
4th team foul.
Here's Pritchard. Williams defending. Here's Melton. An easy 2 on the layup.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
The Cavaliers lead by 21. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 13 in the second half.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
Melton left side. He drops it from range.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Tyrese Maxey again. Maxey's got 6 here in the quarter.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Timeout. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. The Celtics making a switch here. Walker's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jones is checked in. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Markkanen finds Walker on the take. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Here's Maxey. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Maxey's got 28 points for the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Already they're over the limit, and it's so early. This could turn into a load of free throws.
Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Garland's checked in for Pritchard. That one's no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Maxey. And he makes it. Maxey's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Garland for three. Another shot. The Cavaliers pull it in. Maxey surveys. Nails it from three. Maxey's got 33.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He is getting more comfortable out there.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two. Garland hits them both.
The continued evolution of Garland has been fun to watch. Every aspect of his game continues to grow and get stronger and more confident.
Maxey, that's good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Maxey, that's good.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Garland draws the double. The three from Bain. The rebound by Shepard.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
That one falls.
What an adjustment by Maxey. That will be available.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Boston Celtics. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus. So we'll go to the line for two. Rupert, he's checked in for Cleveland. Wesley comes in for Maxey. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out. Man, the defender really went after him.
Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Cavaliers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
24 seconds left in the 4th. Garland against Williams. The 11-footer. Here's Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Garland with the ball. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA.